Hey, it's CurlyHairedHero, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. So it's been a pretty long while since I've actually uploaded a video. Unfortunately, I got the flu last week or a week ago or some time ago. Unfortunately, and I was out for a pretty long while, so I wasn't able to record or do anything because I just felt like complete and utter garbage. I actually haven't even played this game since I got the flu because I just didn't feel like playing it while I was sick. I think the last time I actually played this game, we didn't have DLC. So to put that into perspective, now we do have DLC. But I did manage to, before getting the flu, train up a couple of new Pokemon. So we've got Biken, the Galizapod here, and we've got Bishop, the Bisharp over there in the back. So we'll see how these guys play out today, and let's... Oh. Well, alright. Well, here's the thingy. Since you were so nice to come over. Oh, great, now I whistle to the other one. Alright, well, I guess we're not doing any Wi-Fi battles today. We're just gonna end up playing with our Pokemon just because, like, I feel bad that I called them over and whatnot. And, oh, great, now Bishop's not getting stuff. Can you hit it faster? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So we've got our opponent here. He's going to start off with their Duraludon. We've got our Galizapod here. I really kind of hate that they don't show nicknames in this version, but here's what my opponent has. I brought Hydreigon and the Darmanitan alongside. This thing is quite annoying. It is quite bulky. I don't really know if I have anything that I want to switch into it safely. So we can just go for first turn for the first impression. See what that does. It should only really do like a quarter damage. That's what I thought. And let's get hit with this and hopefully survive and switch out. There we go. So the emergency exit triggers whenever Glisapod's HP is 50 or less, and it allows it to basically automatically switch out, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. In this case, it isn't really half bad because I managed to go first and get hit and then switch out safely into my next Pokemon here. So Duraludon has shit special defense. So I think the best bet is for me to lock myself into Dark Pulse. Usually I run Life Orb, but I have the Mamoswine with Life Orb on the team right now. Well, not on the set of 3 that I have, but on the full 6. So I have the choice specs. So I'm going to say that Dark Pulse is probably the safest bet. I should be able to outspeed this Duraludon and knock it out with a Dark Pulse. But let's see. Especially with the choice specs, yeah. That's good. We're came out of that encounter pretty okay. Glisapod's at half, or a little less than half, I think, which is fine. He did his thing. I'm hoping that maybe they didn't bring the Mimikyu, and we probably should be okay. Because the other things they could have had is the Arcanine, the Bird. Oh, they did bring the Mimikyu. Okay, that's not horrible. So if I Dynamax, do I have anything that'll give me any pluses? Lowers special defense, lowers attack, but that's not even going to hurt it. Raises my defense. That might actually not be half bad. But I might just use Galizapod maybe. Let's try using Galizapod. Because Galizapod does have the Sucker Punch. So I can use that. It does turn out to seem like I am faster than this Mimikyu. So right now, it actually flinched. Oh, get fucked. Get straight up diddly fucked. That's good. Alright. So that's kind of unfortunate for them because now their disguise is broken and they didn't get to get the Swords Dance up. Which means my Dark Pulse should be able to take out this Mimikyu. If not, it'll probably do a hell of a lot of damage with whatever's coming in next. I don't know. Every time I think most of the times I've used Hydreigon, I've just locked myself into Dark Pulse, and it seems to work out just fine for me. But let's hope that streak keeps on going. So right now they're going to Dynamax to get the extra bulk. They're not gonna become any faster than me, so I still got the powered up Dragon or Dark Pulse, not Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse is garbage. It's one of my least favorite moves. But let's see how this does. Ooh. Oh, you actually resist it, right? Because you're fairy. Okay. Never mind. But I mean, it worked out in the beginning because I did manage to flinch it and break the disguise. So that's fine. Ideally, I could have Dynamaxed. For whatever reason, I thought Dark Pulse was super effective. But had I Dynamaxed, I could have gone into the Steel Spike or Max Steel Spike or whatever the hell it's called, and that probably would have done a lot more damage. So I don't know if the Sucker Punch will be able to do enough, but we do have the Aqua Jet. Now let's go for a Sucker Punch. See if that does enough. Oh, just barely. And we're going to take a Max Starfall here, which is going to KO us, obviously. So now we have the Darmanitan. Was this thing died to Life Orb? Oh, almost. Now we have the Darmanitan, who is Choice Scarf, so I am faster. I don't know if I want to lock myself into a move. Let's see, what are their possible Pokemons remaining? So they can bring out the Haxorus, the Arcanine, the Umbreon, which I don't think they're going to bring. They probably would have brought out that for Hydreigon. And then they also have the, I keep blanking, the Corviknight. There we go. This entire time I've been trying to remember this damn thing's name. So presumably you have the, I don't want to miss. Yeah, let's go for an Earthquake. And then Dynamax and whatever comes in next. Just because Icicle Crash has like a 5% chance or a 10% chance to miss. So, we don't want that. So I'll lock myself into Earthquake. So, barring he has the Corviknight, I should be okay. I can take on the Arcanine with that. And I'm going to Dynamax either way for whatever this is. And I should be able to Dynamax and just go for the Max Hailstorm and finish this up. I don't think Haxorus can kill me in one hit. It is hella strong. Haxorus is one of those weird Pokemon where it has like, I think it has like 147 base attack. So you would think that that thing is an absolute nightmare, you know, but it has this really weird speed tier where it's like 97 speed base. So it's not as fast as a lot of other things. But, you know, a lot of Pokemon are... that wasn't enough. I should have probably... Well, no, it might have even been Choice Scarf. Yeah, a lot of Pokemon in this generation that are available right now, not so much this generation, are a lot slower. So, Haxorus might actually be a really good Pokemon now. Alright, so let's see who our next opponent here is. Got a Togekiss, Whimsicott, Alcremie, Arcanine, Ribombee, and Snorlax. Almost looks like a doubles team, but got a lot of fairy types. 4 in fact. So Bisharp would be a very, very safe bet to bring into this. I am a little bit worried about the Thunder Wave and stuff from Whimsicott. So I don't think Hydreigon will be that great. I mean, yeah, I don't know if Hydreigon's gonna be that great. So I'm thinking Bisharp. Maybe Mamoswine? Yeah, there's being Darmanitan as usual. And maybe Golisopod in my pocket. I think I'll do that. Definitely the Bisharp. I could bring in Cinderace instead. It does take on the Whimsicott and the Rebombi. So let's try that. So ideally, I'm going to go in with Bisharp here and try and set up a Sword Stance and see if I can maybe sweep, considering they have a huge Steel weakness with all the Fairy types that they have. But that all really depends on what they bring. Snorlax, I don't know if that'll be that big of an issue, but if it does Dynamax, it will be. So you're going to start with the Rebombi. I know this thing has Quiver Dance, but I don't actually know what else it has. I'm a little bit upset because I did want to give this Bisharp the can I just kill it with? I can probably just kill it with just a raw Iron Head. Yeah, because I did want to give this Bisharp the Lumberry, but instead I gave him the Slackberry. Alright, so that's kind of good that I immediately went for the Iron Head here because it did try to boost up here, and it is already faster than me. Its special attack is going to hurt me quite a lot, but I think this will kill it. Oh, it has a Focus Sash. Okay. Okay, will this thing try and kill me next turn? I don't think it'll be dumb enough to go for another Quiver Dance, right? Because it's about to die. So that doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure it's going to try and KO me. So my safest bet would be to go for the Sucker Punch, right? And it failed. You actually... Oh, you got the Baton Pass. Oh boy. That's not good. Alright. What are you Baton Passing into? Oh, Creamy? Huh. Quiver Dancing... Baton Pass into... Oof. Okay. And this thing has the Aura Spear, which is not good. Shit. This is an issue. I don't think I should stay in, but Bisharp being slower than this thing can't really do anything right now. And I haven't set up anything, right? So if I sack it off, it wouldn't be the worst thing. Alright, let's offer Incinerate, I guess. Because the Quiver Dance boosted Togekiss is pretty fucking threatening. It's got the Fire Blast actually, right? So this was a good switch, and I managed to dodge it. So that's amazing. Thanks a lot for that. Let's immediately just go for the Power Ball, I guess. There's not really much else that I can do at this point. Oh, I am still faster than it, thankfully. Incinerate is hella fast, and this thing is not that... Oh! With the crit! Hell yeah! Oh, Cinderace, thank you, man. That was a problem. That was a big old fat problem. Alright, so now they've really only got one Pokemon left, because they do have the Rebombi, but it's got 1 HP. Their last Pokemon is actually going to be the Arcanine. Alright. How do I want to handle this? Do I want to just go for a High Jump Kick? High Roll's not really going to do anything. There's no really point in wasting my Dynamax just yet, but then again... Well, no, Glyzopod is strong against this thing, right? So it should be fine. Glyzopod can essentially lock himself into Aqua Jet, right? After I go for a High Jump Kick. Hopefully hit. Because with the Aqua Jet, assuming this does a good amount of damage, I can definitely take on the Rebombi, right? Because it's priority, and it's got 1 fucking HP. Arcanine is a fire type, so it's weak to water. So, if this does, I think, a little bit more than half, I should be okay. Oof, not as much as I wanted it to do. Let's see what it's going to hit me with. Max Knuckle. I should be able to take 1. Oh, might even be able to take 2, actually. So that's pretty good, actually. So you're going to get the attack boost. I should be able to take another one of those, assuming I don't miss my High Jump Kick. Please... Cinderace, do not miss. You fucking missed. Now you're gonna die, and you're gonna give him the boost. I hate High Jump Kick so much. It's gotta be my least favorite move in the entire world. Because it's just such a stupid move. But it's sometimes the only good fighting move that certain Pokemon get. So I've kinda got no choice but to use it. Alright, so I'm just going to go in here, So I could do something stupid, and I could Dynamax, use the max guard, block, let this thing undynamax. But I'm not going to lose the Sucker Punch priority, which I want to use here. See if it'll do a lot of damage, so then I can lock myself into Aqua Jet. But then again, this thing locking itself into fighting move afterwards isn't that bad of a thing, or fire move. And then if it's I'm not planning on Dynamaxing with Elizapod because I want to use Aqua Jet. So actually maybe that's not such a bad idea. Let's go ahead and give this a shot here. So we're gonna go ahead and Dynamax with Bisharp here. Gonna go ahead and get all big and huge, and then we're gonna go ahead and use the max guard here to block whatever attack is incoming. It's gonna be the max flare, which is good that I blocked that so you don't get the sun. That would have been a bit of an issue for Elizapod. So now you're no longer Dynamaxed, which means you are a little bit weaker. However, like I said, you do have 150 attack. Or, I just threw out a random number, but I meant to say you have a lot of attack, because you did get the +2 just now. So you do have the +2 attack, but presumably you're going to have to lock yourself into a move, assuming you're Choice Banded, right? Which means I should be able to force you to lock yourself into a move, which will be super effective on Bisharp, but not on Elizapod. So now, with your defense lowered, actually, let's go here. You definitely don't have a Life Orb, right? Let's go into Elizapod here. So now you've got your lowered defense. You're not really that bulky to begin with. Oh, but you do have a lot of HP. I gotta lock myself into the Aqua Jet because it's the only way that I'm gonna take on the Herbombi. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. Please be enough. Whew, okay, it was enough. That's what I thought. So then now you're gonna bring out the Herbombi. Unless Herbombi has some sort of priority move, or it has Protect, or some nonsense, this should be a game here because you've only got 1 HP. I've locked myself into a priority move, and you no longer have the Dynamax either. So I guess that was a good play with the Dynamaxing Bisharp, actually. So that's good. Because bring out the sun might have actually been a really big issue had I let that go through. Because then, you know, my Aqua Jet would have been a lot weaker. So that was pretty nice. GG. Alright, so that's going to do it for today. I'm going to try and continue doing these regularly again now that I'm not, you know, dying from the flu. And I did want to try and start doing doubles, but I'll actually touch up on that next time. Take care of yourself.